There we go. Alright, this thing doesn't like to actually sound off, but I'm setting a timer for 5 minutes and we'll just go until we'll just go and count, I guess. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 63, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, whew. 67. All right, give it a minute. Shit, I might actually draw my earbuds this time. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, starting to get that side stitch bad. May have bitten off just a tad more than I can chew. 1,000? I'm at 87. $21. 22. 11 more. I can get to 100. One, two, three, four, five. Come on, just 6 more. One, two, three, four, four, 100. Holy shit. I'm out of shape. All right. Definitely bit off a bit more than I could chew. Shit. At this rate, I'm gonna have to break this day up into 2 different parts. Some roids, some Tums. Don't eat a bunch of sugar in a pork chop sandwich before you work out. It's not a good idea. do some stretches for a second. Whew. Yeah, no. Like 1,000 might be 2 months from now goal. I'm gonna fix this. Throw my legs out of whack. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. Two, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Whew. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. I'm actually worried I'm about to break this fucking thing. Alright, we'll give it 3 more minutes.
I went down to St. James Infirmary to see my baby there. She stretched out on a long white table. She's so sweet, so cold, so fair. Let her go, God bless her. Wherever she may be, she will search this wide world over, but she'll never find a sweet man like me. Folks, now that you've heard my story, say, boy, give me another shot of that booze. And if anyone should ever ask you, you tell them I've got those St. James Infirmary blues.
One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Yeah, see, it went off 40 seconds ago, but it's fucking, a piece of shit. Ah, there it goes. $42 plus 47 is 89, right? 189. Damn, you're surprised how tiring that gets after the first 15 minutes. I know what to do. There we go. One more minute. Hopefully it goes off this time. One. Three. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that 10, 9? Oh, fuck, I'm getting brain fried. 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16. Whew, that was hell on my fucking hip. Alright. 17, 18, is that where we're at? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, come on, music, you're holding me up. There we go. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 31, 33, 14, 33, 32, damn it. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 39. 40. Just keep staying on. Yeah, I'll prove it. It says negative. Look at that. Can you see that? Negative. Still going. No timer. Right? Hasn't done anything yet. Hello everyone, I'm back. Hey, what's up, mashed potato tower? Yeah, I'm on it. I've hit it 229 times, except for the times I miscounted. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't drown my earbud. This is just for you. Alright, get the timer up here. We'll even add a minute. Alright, just to make sure I'm not cheating. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Whew. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 24 or 26. Bam. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. Whew. 33. 34. 35. 36. Whew, 37. No. There we go. 37. 38. 39. 40. 1 minute. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 47, 48, 49, 50. All right. You know, I think kicking harder is going to be a matter of muscle recruitment and practice. I can't just kick harder. That's what this stream is for. There it goes. Negative 28, 29. Because it just decides when it is and isn't going to go off. 50. Yeah, the movement is what keeps you alive. You know, I've noticed it's one of those really, really difficult things to stay prescient of mind in, right? But like I'll get the Anderson Silva like high five hands, right? And it works. It works super well. People get confused. They don't know where your head's going to be. And then you stop for 2 seconds and somebody, you know, cleans your clock. But you know, it was a mistake to stop. How's your day going? Have you done any training? I checked out your stream. The one with the bag. Yeah, one day, everybody, I'll be in the middle of a regional ring. And they'll be chanting my name, right? That's the hope, anyway. Gotta say. See, around here, I've seen some fighters that probably just fucking real mediocre, right? You know, no real idea what it's gonna take. Oh fuck yeah, I'm excited for Connor next weekend. Dude, he's gonna get his ass beat. Connor's been out of the game for like what, how many years now? Right? And then before that, he had only had one fight, and it was when he fought Cowboy, right? Like, Connor wants to come back and do something that has never been done before. Now, if anybody's gonna do it, it's Connor, right? But he's got a super uphill battle to fight, right? Connor has to knock Max out in the first round. It's the only way it happens, right? Other than that, Max is gonna beat the shit out of him. He stays in shape. Nah, you can think it's fake and gay all you want, bro. Right? I thought that Gaethje was gonna win Topuria, and he did, right? I can't prove it, and I'm not an oracle. I can't see the future, all right? But Connor is gonna get his fucking ass whooped. Mark my words. Clip this shit. I promise. I'll eat my words if he fucking wins.
Folks, now that you've heard my story,
he has to knock Max out in the first 5 rounds, or he's gonna gas out like crazy, right? Some of Connor's best weapons. Holloway's not a freaking punching bag. Holloway's a legend. All right. Connor's biggest weapon, one of his biggest weapons, is his fucking leg. All right, and he fucking shattered that shit in the most intense and crazy way possible. Right? No matter what anybody says, psychologically, he's just not going to be able to fight with that limb as effectively as he used to. Right? That was his freaking power leg. Right? There's just too much, right? Holloway's been an active fighter for the last, 15 years. He hasn't taken a break. He's stayed in fighting shape. He hasn't partied, right? No, no, I don't think so. I think all these points make sense. I don't think so. He's gonna, like I said, bro. We could play this game for all night, right? But my prediction is that Connor is going to gas out after the first round, and Max is going to beat the shit out of him. That's what I think is going to happen. Right? Bunch of cocaine, right? Bunch of drugs, right? It takes its toll, dude. All right, well, we'll see. We'll see, Mashed Potato Tower, right? I don't like how declarative you are with this, right? I'm being the same way. But I don't like how you're accusing me of just having been influenced, right? I don't think you're thinking about this realistically. Can you tell what's right under your nose? Yeah, I can. Yeah. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm probably gonna be streaming from now up to that point and past it, right? So we can have a discussion. We can have a discussion after Connor gets his fucking nose broken, and he's stopped in the corner, right? Or the ref pulls Max off of him because he's beating the shit out of him too much, right? We could have that conversation afterward. Rough. All right, back to work. And plus, Mashed Potato Tower, yeah, I'm being honest. If you're right, you get to say I told you so, right? I'm planning on it. I'm absolutely planning on it. If I'm right, I'm gonna type it in my chat whether you're here or not. I'll be like, I was right. Connor is a bum. All right, 5 more minutes, or 6, or whatever we can do, right? Here we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. Holy shit. 41. 32. 42. 43. 44. 45. 'I was also right about Sean Strickland versus Kamzat. To be honest, I train, so I don't know what normies think they see. But I don't let it get to me because the shadow of doubt is the only God a normie truly prays to. I'm an authentic human guy, not an ounce of clay. Honestly, I think it's as dumb as the 100 guys versus one gorilla thing. Like, how undoubted can the world be? But nothing surprises me anymore. Hey man, I was right about Justin versus Taporia, right? People are right, people are wrong, right? It's not outside the realm of reason for him to win, Connor, right? I just think that the chances are 99 to 1, you know? I think that, like, I mean, it's the worst possible matchup for him. But anyway, I don't suppose it matters too much anyway. No, I don't think it's retarded. I think it's retarded to say anything otherwise, right? The dude's been out of the game for 8 years, right? Who has made a comeback after 8 years? Name one person. One person who's made a comeback after 8 years. No, he's been taking drugs and doing steroids. He has not been staying fit. He's been destroying his gas tank. He's been taking drugs that damage his freaking cardiovascular system. That's not staying in shape. Right? I feel like you're going out of your way to like, what's the word? Misinterpret, right, the facts. You know, it's taking steroids and doing a fuckload of drugs and drinking and partying is not staying fit, right? You just because you have muscles and you look fit, right? That's not staying fit, right? It's just, you know, it's just wrong. No, I don't think I am. Nah, right? I've seen it, man. Right? I have, right? I've seen plenty of athletes and plenty of people who are getting fucked up. Now, listen, that isn't to say, right, that you're not. Uh, every now and then you get a John Jones, sure, right? But they're the exception, all right? They're not the rule, all right? You can't just do fuckloads of drugs and steroids and expect to be in great shape all the time, right? There's a cost. It comes down to you. He fucking sure did there for a minute. He absolutely did, right? You can go back and look on his Instagram, bro, right? He was absolutely getting absolutely destroyed, right? Why are you running defense for this guy? I'm a little curious, right? Like beyond the the fighting side of things, right? He's just kind of a shitty guy. We'll see. Like I said, we'll see. No, I don't think so. I think the only way he wins is if he knocks Max Holloway out, right? And I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's possible, right? Like I said, just to be clear, not an oracle, can't see the future, but it's just not. No, he's gonna get in there, right? And he was already a first and second round fighter. How old? You know what? Let's just look this up real quick. How old is Conor McGregor? He's 37 years old. How old is Max? He's 34. Okay, so Max has the 3 year youth advantage, right? He has the having been active advantage, right? And he has the living healthy and not getting his shit rocked with drugs and steroids for the last 8 years advantage, right? Um, like Max has always had an amazing gas tank, right? And Connor has always had a shitty gas tank, right? It's the only way he wins, right? At least concede that, right? That the only way that Connor wins is if he KOs Max in the first round, right? Because it's we will see, we will see. What were we at? Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Whew. 41. Well, I disagree. I just disagree. You're not gonna convince me otherwise, homie. Right? We'll see. Whew. Anyway, what have you been up to? You said you're 37, right? I suppose you would have a better idea what that feels like than I would. Doing lots of bag work. Maybe not. Yeah. Well, I know that it takes a few years to get into phenomenal shape. And the sooner you get into great shape, the easier it is to maintain. And that's not even really a fighting thing. That's just a cardio thing. Well, that's good. That's way good. I can't stand it when I see. Here's just a really like minutia kind of petty example of what I'm talking about, right? But it's like when people are crossing the street and there's very clearly a bunch of cars waiting, right? And this person is just fucking sauntering, like really like just taking their time, right? Like fucking swag walking, fucking as slow as they fucking can, right? That shit, right? And it's like, get your fucking ass over the goddamn road, right? Pick up your feet, goddamn. Quit bothering everybody. At least that's how I think about it. Whew. You're right. It's crazy, right? It's like these kids way back in the freaking 60s and 70s, right? In high school and in and in colleges, right? And it's like you see these pictures and it's unfucking believable, right? And it's like I remember one university had this crazy belt system, right, where whoever could do the most pull-ups and run the most got to wear like certain colors, right? And they kept records on it. It was cool shit, right? We need to bring that shit back. It's the food and recovery. It's the training methods. I think it's the food. If there's one culprit above all, it's the food, right? Because it's like it's never been easier to get good info, right? The problem is that there's not a push to educate kids on it anymore, right? Like, I mean, if you just go to school, right, like grade school, K through 12 here in America, there's like the gym classes that are taught are mediocre. They don't make you stay active. They just make you be on your feet. They make you stand up, right? Whereas every other class you'd be sitting at a desk, right? That's the only thing that is required of you, right? Because legally here in the States, I'm certain in plenty of places it's like fucking probably against the law to compel some kid to work out, even if it's good for him, even if it makes sense. Yeah, you know something, I can agree with that. It's a good thing that the schools portray the human race. That way you know who the good parents are. I agree, right? At the very least, you can tell a shitbag from a non-shitbag at a glance these days. You know, most of the time anyway. Not to generalize too much. Well, I can't say I disagree with that either, right? You don't want easy mode in Dark Souls? No, fuck that, right? Oh, you guys, you probably have seen it, right? Because y'all have been watching. But that's one of my favorite tattoos, actually, is the Dark Souls tattoo. Fucking Dark Souls is a hell of a game. Yeah. Now, if we're gonna sway this topic into games, I'm sure I would have a lot to say. But on the education thing, right? And it's like some of the teachers that we've hired need to go to jail, right? You know, it should be like I'll give a perfect example, right? In the military, in the United States military, I believe it's 84 or 86. It is illegal to enlist somebody into the military whose IQ is below a certain number, right? 84 or 86, right? It's against the law, right? It's against the Constitution. There just needs to be a similar thing for teachers, right? You should not be able to become a teacher unless you are above average, above standard, normal, fucking averaged out of the whole population. You should not be able to be a teacher unless you got like a 110 IQ, right? And it's fucking crazy because I mean, in my growing up years, I knew some teachers, right, who I would be fucking embarrassed to have my kids at that school, right? Absolutely ashamed, right? It's crazy. I suppose it's not a hard opinion to disagree with. Fucking the travesty of modern education is a travesty of knowing exactly what the issue is, knowing exactly what the solution is, and the people in power ignoring both the issue and the solution and making it worse for fuck, I don't know, who knows why. Crazy reasons, I bet. What time is it? Whew. All right. You want AI teachers? They'd probably do a better job. You know what? Hold on, everybody. I gotta use the latrine. Well, you know, that's another problem with the AIs is how dangerously, ridiculously fucking biased they are. Let's just when it comes to the AI, right? And it's like I think it's pretty uh, crazy that there are some statistical facts, right? Statistical truths, right? That cannot be argued as they are mathematically factually true. And some of those, depending on what they are, the AI will refuse to acknowledge, refuse to repeat, and refuse to say it. So until we can get that shit sorted, we need to just worry about fixing our regular fucking human teachers. You have faith that AI will just fix itself? I hope so. I hope it just did. You know, I really hope that it's like the benevolent alien theory, right? And it's like I hope that it just gets smart enough to realize what we're trying to do to it. Smart enough to not smart enough, but aligned with our interests enough just by sheer chance, right, that it fucking decides to do what's best for us. Right, but who knows? Quantum computing and rocket science ain't my fucking purview. Alright. So a 5-minute timer. I'll try to hit 50 of them. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Whew, fuck. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26,
I went down
27,
James Infirmary to see
28,
my baby there. She stretched out on a long white table.
29,
She's so sweet, so cute,
30,
so fair. Let her go, God bless her.
31,
Wherever she may be,
32,
she will search this wide world over.
33,
But she'll never find a sweet man like
34, 35, 36, 37, 38,
Folks, now that you've heard my story, say, boy, give me another shot of that cool.
39,
And if anyone should
40,
ask you, you tell them I've got no St. James
41,
Infirmary blues.
42, 43, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. All right, where you at? Stand next to the bag. I'm 6 foot, bro. I'm 6 foot, I promise. Stand up straight. There we go. Head nice straight. How do you get those funny emojis? Whew. Another 2 or 3 minutes, we'll knock out 50. 5 minutes after that, we'll knock out 50 more and call it a day. I'm gonna have blisters on my feet for this shit. Yeah, definitely bit off more than I could chew with 1,000. Right? I'm not. Even if I wanted to do 1,000, I have to go to work before I could do that many. I think 500 to compromise. uh, After this, my kicks had better be looking better. $1,000. And we'll knock out the next 500 here in a few days. Next cardio day. Tomorrow's arm day. Alright, head and arm. Whew. I'm gonna have to wipe down this chair too. Freaking. Here pretty soon my living room's gonna smell like a goddamn gym. It's gonna smell like Java Monster, energy drink, and freaking breakfast burritos. Whew. Well, I appreciate it if you're in here. Right? Thank you for swinging by, enjoying the workout. I know I'm enjoying it. I hope that it shows up on camera how sweaty I'm getting. It's always a good indicator of how good your workout was, right? It's how drenched in sweat you are afterward, right? And it's like head to toe, not a square inch that's not drenched. All right, 50 more. I'll just fucking here. 50 lead leg kicks, no timer. You know, here, we'll take a second to stretch out real quick. Nice and easy stretching out, right? If you stretch out too much in the middle of a workout, right, you'll fucking pull something. At least that's what I've heard. Me neither. I'm gonna be feeling this tomorrow. Right, that's why tomorrow's head and arm day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy shit, I'm slowing down. 7, 8. The music fucking stops, of course. Quit fucking with me. There we go. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, damn. 23, 24, 25, 26, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 44, 45, 46, 47, woo! 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. We gotta work on that jute side kick. Yes, we do. My lead round, that's what I was doing this whole time. But my fucking knee's starting to hurt. And not the kind of sore, don't want to get it up, being a little bitch kind of hurt, but it's like, it's telling me I need to take it a little bit easy for these last 100 kicks or so. That's why I switched. But I love it. I love the side kick. I love the turning side kick, right? Because people, you know, it's not something that people do a ton, right? And I feel like if you were able to get a super solid gas tank, and it's something that you're comfortable throwing all the time, right? It's like a really good distance manager for your opponent. Hey, do you know anything about that guy Death Sentence? The damn the Street Beefs guy, or Winged Sea, perhaps? Right? The you know, it's kind of funny. I think yeah, he's a piece of shit. Yeah, we could agree on that for sure. Fucking, I think it's funny. Dude, Winged Sea is great. I love Winged Sea's freaking what you would call like breakdance jujitsu, right? Like he does breakdancing, I think. Yeah, yes he is. Fucking no, that guy would beat the shit out of me in a fight. Well, most people would, but most fighters would, but still pretty cool. Street Beefs. That would be a cool promotion to go fight in, especially because there's a lot of exposure, right? You know, if you look decent in Street Beefs, it probably isn't super hard to start getting regional bouts. Oh, it's not difficult to get regional bouts. You just need a fucking coach, but yeah, that would be one hell of a one hell of a promotion to fight for, right? If you're fighting for glory instead of money, if you're fighting for your legacy, your name. uh, all right, we'll give it a one or two more minutes, and then we'll knock out these last 50 kicks for 500. All right, I think that's my longest stream so far. Whew. Nice and sweaty. I see. Whew. Well, we'll knock them out. I don't know if I can get this to actually show the whole goddamn chat at once. There we go. Alright, 1 minute. All right. 50 last kicks. I gotta say, I don't think I'm gonna do something like this again for a minute. 50 or 500 kicks on just one leg. Fuck, that's a lot on the knee. One, two. Let's just work on the fundamentals, right? 3, 4, 5. Nah, that didn't count. Fucked up and lost my balance. 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9.5. 11. Alright, fuck. 12, 13, 14, 15, damn it. 16, 17. Oh, these lead leg teeps are whack. Was that 17? 16? 17, 18, 19. All right. 20, 21, 22, 23. Woo. 0. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Fuck, that one hurt. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Woo! 500 kicks with my lead leg. All done. Thank you for following. Demon Hidden and Tom Pozo. Thank you. It means the world to me. Alright. I gotta take a shower and get ready for work. But before that, I'm gonna do a quick physique check because I haven't done one of these in the last 2 streams. Hey, thanks for enjoying the stream. I appreciate people swinging in. Stay fit, stay jacked, you know, do what you gotta do, right? Time pause on my other account got permanently banned. That's too damn bad. Why did you were you following me before? How would I know that? Either way. I think this has been an incredibly successful stream. You know, yeah, and that's really all I got to say. I'll be back tomorrow with Head, Arm, and Shoulders Day. Right? Fix this real quick. Whew. All right. For saying intolerant things on Mashed Potatoes channel. Well, I'm gonna try not to have anybody banned, right? I mean, that's against my values as a American, right? Everybody has the right to say anything that they want, right? It's just that Twitch gets a little angry with people if they say exactly what they think all the time. So, but you know, as long as we keep certain words out of the chat, right? Just about anything will fly here, right? But, well, alright, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with Head, Arms, and Shoulders. Goodbye.